Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy Saturday to join me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, you're like me and just straight at home, chilling, doing your own thing in your own world without anyone else around on your own. No, I say that because that's what I'm doing, but really, a big, deeper part of me, maybe even bigger part of me, wants at the very least a little female company, you feel me? I mean, no, I guess it's definitely not even in the realm of possibilities. Only because I have made a sort of declarative statement towards one individual lady out there who, by the way, still hasn't hit me up. So, you know, I had to unfriend her. She knows what I'm talking about. Don't be mad at me. I only unfriended you because like you didn't even I was hoping you'd notice. But I don't think you noticed. So my whole plan didn't work at all. I was thinking to myself, I'm going to unfriend her and she's going to notice and then I'm going to get a message, a DM, you feel me, on Messenger that's like, "Hey, why'd you unfriend me?" And then I'd be like, "Oh, because you were ignoring me." Anyways, that at all didn't work. So, yeah, that's what you get for being passive and just kind of weird, honestly. I mean, it's not like I had any other option because, I don't have a working phone right now. Just barely a working brain, but no working phone. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Tonight, I wanted to talk about frozen pizza. There's nothing more American than cheap frozen pizza. I'm reminded of this constantly as I get older, and they tell you that some things change when you get old, and like diet and stuff. My diet has never changed, and a big part of my diet has always been cheap frozen pizza. And the thing is I spend 3/4 of my waking life trying to find food that is healthy and not full of chemicals and stuff and other added pollutants and just things like that. So, the fact that I so openly admire cheap frozen pizza, and again, the standards go real low. I mean, if I'm eating frozen pizza, I'm not eating mid shelf or expensive frozen pizza. No, no, no. I'm eating the cheapest frozen pizza possible. A couple months ago, I went like $40 out of my way throughout the entire month, trying to find the best pizza roll. And after buying like six different brands of pizza rolls that all went into the garbage, I determined that the only pizza roll that is and or ever will taste good is the cheapest pizza roll possible. And again, I'm thinking that's probably because they add stuff to it that's even more weird than the other stuff. But again, I'm either all in or I'm not. And with cheap frozen pizza, your boy is in here. Again, that very same woman that I'm subtly talking to and sending some inside jabs towards knows the extent of my diet and my frozen pizza diet. In my early 20s, specifically, is when I was real into the frozen pizza diet. There was a point in my life, I'm telling you guys, where like all I did, I ate frozen pizza for like 3 months straight. I went through the entire line of Totino's pizza, the supreme, the combination, the cheese, the regular, the double pepperoni, all of them, all of them. I mean, I think that's why I'm so averse. Like, I don't like ramen anymore, and that's just because I ramen myself out. If I gotta eat ramen, I'm not above eating ramen. I recently had to eat a whole bunch of ramen. I'm just saying that even that was difficult recently with my ramen purge. My ramen, I was like, or my ramen binge. I was like, I don't know. Death might be a little bit more comfortable than this. I mean, honestly, like seriously, ramen, man, yeah, I don't know. You can only eat so much of it, I'm telling you. And I know there's a lot of Xers and things like that who also grew up kind of on the ramen diet, but did you? I mean, how many ramen? How many packets of ramen have you eaten in your life out there? You feel me? Like, think about that for a second. I mean, it's either an exorbitant number, right? Like, it's either you don't even want to think about it, or it's something that you've never done because, you never really understood why people would consume such a mystery product. We don't. I mean, like, seriously, no one will ever know what is actually in ramen. And I think it is probably better that way. It's probably one of those ignorance is bliss situations. I don't advocate that for that often, but honestly, this might be a good example of that. We probably don't want to know what happens, or how ramen is ramen. What exactly is in that seasoning packet? Not to mention those noodles. I'm sure that if you haven't already, take just a few seconds and do a deep dive into what your body does as it tries to digest the instant noodle known as the ramen noodle. It's not good. It's not good. Arguably, it's almost just as bad as what, again, without any sort of credible proof that I have on my end, just a feeling. Let's call what I have a feeling. It's similar to my inability to completely eradicate hot dogs from my diet, even though I know that hot dogs are arguably more carcinogenic than like consumption of tobacco. I'm just saying, that's my guess. Don't take me or my word for it. I know nothing. I'm a no one. But if you do your research and you just Google, a couple terms, you will actually find out that hot dogs are in and of themselves not the best thing for your diet. Again, this is an inconclusive opinion that I have formulated based on the fact that there have been entire documentaries and physicians and careers that have been lost from people who have tried to disrupt that whole hot dog industry. And what's moreover weird about that is I can't stop eating hot dogs, not because I think they taste good anymore. Honestly, like, it's been a little while since we've had a good hot dog here in my apartment, and that's weird because my roommate and I actually we like a good dog. You feel me? Good hot dogs are good. Like, we usually eat them, but like lately, it hasn't been just the expensive hot dogs that we had collectively agreed made us sick. But we tried to eat some hot dogs the other day. Like, I don't know, they just taste weird. I mean, it tastes similar to. Have you guys tried to buy a bag of Lay's chips lately, like in the past year or so? Have you noticed that Lay's is completely given up? I'm convinced Lay's and Frito-Lay are gaslighting consumers in that before, you could count on a pretty crispy, reliable chip on the original flavor brand. But now, like, the moment that you open the bag of chips and it becomes oxidized, there's some air, in the, like, bag of chips or whatever, they completely turn into like organic matter, like this brown powder. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, this is gaslighting for sure. They're reminding us that unless they put chemicals in these things to make them the way that they are in essence just some things that popped out of the ground, were chopped up in a shredder and thrown in some oil to have fried. Add a little bit of salt on top, and that's what you just paid $5 for. The equivalent to 2 potatoes. So, I'm just saying that I see what you're doing, Frito Lay, and I don't appreciate it. You feel me? And I'm sure there's several hundreds of thousands of other people around our country who have like tried to enjoy a bag of Frito Lay's potato chips original flavor and have like to no avail been able to do that, because if you don't consume the entire bag of chips in one seating, then like you're out of luck, because even the next day they're like completely brown and do not even resemble and or taste anything at all like a potato chip. I know that was kind of an odd sidebar, but what else would we do here? It's Saturday night. This is Vlogs About Nothing. Frozen pizza, there's nothing more American than frozen pizza. Cheap frozen pizza. So, I just finished eating my cheap frozen pizza, and I hope that you guys have a really safe night tonight, alright? I'm vibing solo. I'm chilling. I think my roommate and I are gonna hang out with Mary Jane, watch a little movie or something, just kind of just chill. I was gonna try to post some things in the eBay store. I really do. There was a lot of there were a lot of new views on the channel today. And so thanks to the new subscribers, I made a couple of shorts earlier. And for the record, I will be doing a little bit more. I want to get into comedy, all right? I just if I don't care about anything and everything's just a joke to me, then what am I doing with my life? I may as well just go all into it, you know? Seriously, like I enjoy acting, I enjoy different types of thespian like performance based things, I enjoy all that stuff, but moreover, I think I'm just gonna turn silly on. It's silly time because life to me is a joke. Not in a bad way. Again, and it's not like your safety and you are not a joke. Me. My perspective of what I think my life to be and how I think I will find success is to just go JC, you feel me? Jim Carrey, just like seriously, like whatever. We're all gonna laugh at anything and everything, and no one thinks, whatever. Anyways, there's some new shorts on the page. You should check them out. And for the record, I still don't know who Blue Chew is, and this is gonna be a lifelong troll for me. I don't want to know what Blue Chew is. That's the whole bit. You feel me? Like the fact that ads run on YouTube and you're able to skip them, and the people who make these ads, I'm not sure completely realize that. And the ones that do are pretty clever, right? Because they'll fit in a whole statement within 4 seconds, and while recognizing that we're probably not paying attention. Ironically enough, I remember and enjoy those adverts more than I do people asking me what Blue Chew is. Again, check out the shorts. They're really fun to make. I think I want to do more of those types of shoots. So, have a really good night. Be safe tonight. Bye.